there's people you don't definitely mess around with at all, dude. Like absolutely zero chance of even looking their direction or like anything. And you know, most people you could just tell to f off and we're good. But a Mexican cartel, hell no, bro. You do what they say. Like even governments, you could tell them to go fuck themselves. But the cartel, dude, like, hey man, ungodly things, dude. Like you put your manhood away, dude. Like cartels, you don't mess around. This is a public service announcement, and it should be common sense, right? But there, unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that might be like, "Ah, fuck them. They ain't gonna do nothing." Because I've heard of people that just by looking in the wrong direction at some dudes in a freaking black SUV and cowboy hats, and you don't. I don't trust any of them. You know, why am I going on a cartel rant? Well, the AAA, not the dudes that come and pick up your car. The AAA, the Mexican. It could be the Mexican WWE equivalent. Maybe I don't know. WCW of Mexico, because I don't know if CMLL or AAA are on equal grounds or who's better. I really don't follow Mexican wrestling that much, but yeah, they were supposed to do this show in Mexico. I'm not sure it was an affair, the Mecatepec fair. I have no idea where that's from. Probably in Sinaloa. That's a cartel that hit them up, man. It was the I don't know. It's yeah. This week was supposed to hold the Metepec fair in Mexico State, Mexico. Oh, it was in Mexico. Let's see what's going on. Let's check it out. It's in Mexico. AAA big lucha event in Mexico canceled by threat from drug cartel bleedingcool.com. Um, yeah, dude, they go hardcore. They're gangsta, dude. Um, Threats made by a local drug cartel promising to spill innocent blood. They ain't fucking around, dude. Why a lucha event out of anything? I don't know. They're just like, hey. And I'm pretty sure I don't know, they probably didn't want to pay their cut. Because that's what they do, dude. Like, you gotta pay your cut. I had a homeboy that wanted to open up a gym in Juarez. They closed. The dude had everything ready, man. They had him and his homeboy. They had the freaking place. They had the equipment. They took out loans. See, I mean, a dude probably, I think he said he sold like some property or something, and they were ready to go, man. And then all of a sudden, dude, like I think he said a week before, a little kid, dude, a freaking like first of all they saw this freaking truck. I think he was like a white F-150. He described it, man. A little kid shows up. A little kid gets off, dude. I think he said it was like a little like 11-year-old kid gets off, and then he hands him. Like the little kid walks in and they're like, "Hey, qué pasó, mijo?" Like, "What up, little man?" And he gives him a note, and the note's like, "Hey, you gotta pay up, or te chingamos," which is like you're effed in Spanish. And what they do next day, picked up their shit and left. These people, you know, I mean, pretty much what the government does. So I'm not even mad at them. They do what they do. And if you're smart, you fucking obey. And I mean, unfortunately, that's the way the situation is. They're in bed with everyone. They're probably in bed with even our government. So ain't much to do but shut the fuck up and leave. And apparently, it says right here, they already did some shenanigans. I mean, the fair was supposed to be held. It opened on October 29, and the Lucha show was supposed to be held on November 10th. So that was last week. I thought it was this week. No, it was supposed to run until November 14th. And the lucha show was supposed to be held on November the 10th. And it was called off after numerous threats from La Familia Michoacana, a local drug. See, Michoacana, that's from Sinaloa, dude. Michoacan, Sinaloa. So these motherfuckers are top dogs, dude. What you see in Narcos, dude, as a matter of fact, I heard that motherfucker was toned down. And dude, I remember seeing all that stuff in the news. I remember, like, meeting people. Like the example I just gave you of this homeboy, man. Like, meeting people who were, like, who met these other people, who were, like, face to face with these situations. So they make nothing to fuck around with. From La Familia, a local drug cartel. These threats were seen in the form of banners hung on overpasses, according to the Mexico News Daily. Dude, this shit got way so out of hand I think it was back in the 90s or early 2000s. They were, like, they lucky they hung banners, dude. These motherfuckers were hanging people. They were hanging dudes. Like, actual people. Like, people, you could be driving in an overpass on your way to work, and, instead of seeing these annoying, like, do not text and drive bullshit, you'll see, like, a random motherfucker hanging. Because, yeah, I don't know, he hit on the wrong person's lady. That's how hardcore these dudes are. Urgent message. We inform all the artists who were going to perform in the Metepec Fair not to perform at that venue to avoid the spilling innocent blood, including theirs. Due to the actions of that bum, the businessman Mario Garcia, they are prohibited from performing. See, they hit him up. Like, I'm pretty sure they probably hit him up for money, and he told them to go fuck themselves. I doubt he told them to go fuck themselves. I'll take that back. Because if he would have said go fuck yourselves, he wouldn't be here. He would have been the one hanging. He probably like, hey, I can't come up with the money. They let him off easy. If you ask me, they let him off easy, dude. They are prohibited from performing. Respect our organization and we will respect your lives. Familia Michoacana. Which is like, I tell you, they don't fuck around. Mario Garcia is a Metepec Fair promoters whom the cartel is reportedly trying to extort. There you go. Business. Unfortunately, business. And they be getting it from the freaking they be getting it from the the freaking government straight up. It's business. I think this dude wants to go. So I'm gonna run some edit and I'll be back. Alright. While all this started with a public threat, it escalated to violence when on November 5th, a bus carrying members of the band La Adictiva to the Metepec Fair was hit with gunfire. Dude, they do this. I mean, so many celebrities that have been killed in Mexico because they either were involved or didn't play ball with them, and here we are. So I guess they just didn't like the songs. I don't know. La Adictiva. I mean, shit, dude. These bands are always involved. Like, I'm not saying anything about them, about this band in specific, but and they be going over to, and they be going over to their birthday parties, to their like, hey, we beat a rival cartel weddings, divorces, baptisms. Dude, these motherfuckers go to a church, exhort the priest. Not even exhort. The priest is probably involved in that shit, to be honest. And they'll throw a party, and it's like a kick-ass party I've seen in the news, man. Like, I've seen it, I've heard it, and I gotta hand it to them. They throw parties, dude. I remember, a while ago, I had a buddy, man. The homeboy would always, he'd sniff out all the parties, dude. And like one time, he's like, "Hey, man, you want to go to this party? This girl, like she hit me up." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, let's." I was like, "Yeah, dude, let's go, man," because dude was always getting in, and he was always getting in with the ladies, man. He was like a typical ladies man until he got one of them pregnant and hit retirement, right? And yeah, dude, he basically called me up and he was like, "Hey man, you want to go to a party?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, dude, absolutely, man." And like we got on my, I think I was driving a Jeep Liberty, man. That was before the ladies took over Jeeps. Like what the hell happened, man? Jeep was a man's man car. You'd go off roading, you'd be doing like all sorts of shit. But I digress, man. And I remember like pulling into this freaking house in the middle of the desert, man. In the middle of the fucking desert. And we were pulling in, and it looked like a mansion in the middle of the desert. Like you only get to that house blindfolded in the back of a truck type of situation. As soon as we pulled in, dude, and no, I didn't even pull into the house because we started seeing like these freaking trucks going, right? And I'm driving this freaking bright silver ass Jeep. And I started seeing these trucks come in, and these motherfuckers were getting off like Mexican cowboy hats, like shirts unbuttoned. Like unbuttoned, dude. Like they would be unbuttoned all the way to the belt buckle. And that shit looked like the old WCW belt buckles, man. These motherfuckers were solid gold, man. And they were rolling down with like the hottest women in town. Who knows, man? They were like, it was like a bunch of like short, out of shape, dark skinned Mexican Dan Bilzerians, dude. With the beards and like snake skin. Dude, they were probably human skin boots. I don't know, bro. And they were rolling out with these freaking beautiful model ladies. And dude, as soon as I saw that shit, like, and me and my buddy turned around. And like, we just looked at each other and we're like, no. Turn that motherfucker around. And freaking, I think we hit up like a party in the northeast of El Paso. And you don't want to go to a party in the northeast of El Paso, but you know what? You do what you got to do. Maybe I wouldn't be here like talking to y'all. But let's get back, man. That was a cute little anecdote. Cute little anecdote, right? AAA has not commented. Okay, hold on. The show was supposed to be on Wednesday of last week, so it was supposed to be last Wednesday, not anymore. AAA has not commented on the cancellation of the planned show because they know what's good, man. They're like, all right, let's go. Let's go. AAA has not commented on the cancellation of the planned show and the fair around it, but that should be expected due to the situation that prompted it. If you know anything about the drug cartel situation in Mexico, then you know the extreme fear that produces, and no one can be blamed for trying to avoid it altogether. Absolutely. Thankfully, no one from the AAA Big Lucha was put in dangerous situation. Why can't I say situation? And no wrestlers were harmed, which is like, yeah, dude. Ryan Faslet, he wrote the article. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's all you got to do, man. Thank God nobody got hurt in this incident, because it could have been a tragedy. And not just the performers, family. I mean, these are families that go to these fairs. I remember as a kid, we used to go across the border to these fairs, and it was fun, man. They'd have this thing where they'd get like a chicken fetus and like put a pig head on it, and a pig fetus, and like put a rat head on a mole. They'd have like a naked mole rat in a jar and tell you that it was like a half man, half pig hybrid. And it was like, cool, dude. Like, they were like, I don't even know, man. Maybe they knew the insights and they were like flat out showing you some chimeras, dude. I don't know. They were ahead of their time. But yeah, man, like, I don't know, dude. And this is a sad situation that's been around for a while. And then, unfortunately, dude, ain't no fucking government gonna protect you. Not in Mexico, not in the States. It's up to you. And I'm not saying be confrontational, but you gotta learn to, you gotta pick your battles. What's that song go? You gotta learn to, you got to learn when to hold them and learn when to fold them. And I think that song was talking about like trying to get laid, but it applies in trying not to get shot. Anyways, man, I might get away with saying, talking about violent stuff because, hey, man, we're up in the YouTube slums. That's how we roll here. Go ahead and, Hook it up with a like, give it a nice little tickle. Or a dislike. I don't care what YouTube says about taking away dislikes. Dislike it. I don't give a fuck, man. At least I'm getting engagement. While you're at it, don't abuse that subscribe button, man. Everybody tells you to punch it, kick it, Nah, man. Give it a nice, sensual, gentle caress, we trying to get that subscribe button pregnant or something, man. Because so far, so good, man. 29 subs strong. You got motherfuckers complaining. You got people complaining because they only got like 500,000 subscribers. And I'm right here, 29 strong, man. So go ahead and join the 29 strong. And we'll see you on the next video. All right. Bye.